Hello everyone, welcome back to Wiz Pro Plus. Today, we dive deep into the complex world of global finance, demystifying two colossal entities that have reshaped the global economic landscape since World War II. The World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, or the IMF. These institutions play crucial roles, and while many of us have heard their names, understanding their functions, objectives, and criticisms is essential. So, buckle up, and let's unpack the intricate workings of the World Bank and IMF. The World Bank and the International Monetary Fund, IMF, are two distinct entities that play pivotal roles in the global economic system. They both have their origins in the Bretton Woods Conference of 1944, where representatives from allied nations gathered to design a new international monetary system. Here's a breakdown of each. Chapter 1, World Bank. A. Structure and components of World Bank. 1. International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, IBRD. The IBRD is the older and larger of the World Bank's two main arms. It was initially created to help Europe rebuild after World War II. Now, its focus is on middle-income and creditworthy low-income countries, and it provides both financial and technical assistance. The financial aid is often in the form of loans with relatively low interest rates. 2. International Development Association, IDA. Established in 1960, the IDA targets the poorest countries in the world, providing them with concessional loans, low or zero interest, and grants. The IDA aims to boost economic growth, reduce inequalities, and improve living conditions. B. Types of projects funded by World Bank. The World Bank funds a wide range of projects. For instance, 1. Infrastructure projects. Building or enhancing roads, bridges, ports, electricity, and water supply. 2. Environmental projects. Addressing environmental concerns such as deforestation, pollution, and climate change. 3. Human development. Projects focusing on health, education, and social services to improve the well-being of people. 4. Agricultural development. Improving agricultural productivity, water management, and rural development. C. Challenges and criticisms of World Bank. Critics argue that World Bank projects sometimes fail to account for local cultural sensitivities or the specific needs of a region. Additionally, the emphasis on large-scale infrastructure projects has often led to displacement of local communities. The bank has made efforts to be more inclusive and sustainable in its approach in recent decades. Chapter 2, International Monetary Fund, IMF. IMF has been established to ensure the stability of the international monetary system, the system of exchange rates and international payments that enables countries to transact with each other. A. Main functions of IMF. 1. Surveillance. The IMF routinely examines the global economy and the economies of its member countries. This surveillance helps identify potential risks and suggest policy adjustments when needed. 2. Financial assistance. For countries facing balance of payments problems or crises, the IMF provides temporary financial support. This assistance helps stabilize economies, but it often comes with conditions. These conditions, often termed structural adjustments, might include measures like fiscal austerity, structural reforms, or monetary tightening. 3. Technical assistance and training. The IMF assists countries in building capacity to design and implement effective policies in areas such as tax policy, expenditure management, monetary policy, exchange rate policy, and financial sector supervision. 4. Special drawing rights, SDR. The SDR is not a currency but a potential claim on freely usable currencies of IMF member countries. It supplements the official reserves of member countries. B. Challenges and criticisms. The IMF has often been criticized for the conditions it attaches to its loans, which some argue can lead to reduced public spending in crucial areas like health and education. Some critics also say the IMF's policy recommendations sometimes exacerbate economic problems rather than alleviating them. Chapter 3, Collaboration between World Bank and IMF. Both these Bretton Woods institutions often collaborate, especially in the realms of policy advice and country assessments. Joint initiatives, such as the Poverty Reduction Strategy Papers, PRSPs, and the Heavily Indebted Poor Countries, HIPC, initiative, aim to reduce debt and poverty in the world's poorest countries. The main difference between the two is their primary focus is the World Bank is primarily concerned with long-term economic development and poverty reduction. The IMF mainly focuses on short-term monetary cooperation and financial stability. And there you have it, a comprehensive overview of the World Bank and the IMF. These institutions, despite their challenges and criticisms, significantly influence the economic strategies and policies around the globe. It's essential for us to stay informed and be aware of their roles, especially as global economies become more interconnected. If you found this video informative, do hit that like button and consider subscribing for more in-depth discussions. As always, thank you for tuning in to Wiz Pro Plus, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay curious.